Hey, Sumit. Uh, oh, Raj. So you are Raj, huh? नाम तो सुना ही होगा, हाँ? Tapas. Okay. There are two Kumars, and Litun Zena. I never heard from you. Hey, Nagaraju. Mm. Ritesh, how are you? All right. Okay, guys. So yesterday, do you remember? Can you, can you come like, what did we discuss yesterday? S3 and EBS, right? Okay, little bit shootout round. Perfect. So, which one is object-based storage? S3. So, what is the full form of S3? Simple Storage Service. Okay. All right. So, guys, what are the folders called in S3? Bucket. So, what are files called? Object. Okay. All right. So, S3 is limited storage or unlimited storage? Unlimited. So an S3 is server based or serverless? Serverless. What type of files that you can store in S3? Flat files. What do you do with S3? You can only access and download. That's it. Right? What is the advanced, another cool feature of S3? What does it supports? Static website. Excellent. For that static website, do we need to worry about the performance and high availability auto scaling? Wow. Which one is cheaper, EC2 or S3? S3. Cool. Is it possible to install operating system on S3? Can I attach S3 to EC2 to install operating system? Can I access S3 from EC2? Wow. Wow. Can I run any programs and can I install databases on S3? No. Which one is block-based storage? EBS. What is the full form of EBS? Elastic block storage. What are hard disks called on AWS? Volume. Okay. So volumes can be attached and volumes can be detached to the EC2 instance? Yes. Can you attach multiple volumes to one EC2 instance? Yes. What is the default volume called? Root volume. And what does the root volume has? Operating system. What is the other volume called? Additional volume. How many root volumes you can have per instance? One. How many additional volumes you can have? What a replies, man. What a replies, man. Wow. Excellent. Many. What is the maximum size of the volume? 16 terabyte, right? So can I attach one volume to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? No. Volume has availability zone? Yes. EC2 instance has availability zone? No. And then volumes can be increased on fly? Yes. Do I need to restart the machine to increase the volume size? No. And can I decrease the volume size? No. Is it possible to detach the root volume while EC2 is running? Never. What should I do for that? Stop the EC2 instance first. Is it possible to detach additional volume while EC2 is running? Yes. Is it recommended? However, can you do that? Yeah. Wow. What is the root volume device name? /dev/sda1, and rest would be /dev/sdb or something. Okay. So one EC2 instance in 1A, and the volume of 1A can be attached to the EC2 instance of 1B? No. Volumes and the EC2 instance should be in the same availability zone? Fantastic. Fantastic, guys. I don't know how to whistle, but you guys rocked. Superb, superb. I really appreciate. Lelo, Tapas, get up, take it. Guys, if you're able to answer this type of questions in interview, you'll just kick like anything, man. Right? Very good. Not even one wrong answer. Good. Did you revise it or what? Huh? Or directly yesterday's topic in mind, huh? Direct, huh? In brain, directly. Very good. Wow, man. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Let me share my screen. Anyone new today? Before finishing our close, please show us your face by video conference. You want to see me? Eh? When we finish the last class, the last minute, huh? Last minute, when I was saying bye-bye, right? I'll just come like a thunder and I'll go, okay. Okay. All right. I can understand your curiosity. Good. Yeah. भगवान बहुत देरी में दिखता है. Okay. Okay, so guys, let us move on. And I missed one question lastly, like volume should be pre-provisioned or not? That meaning, do we need to mention the size while creating the volume? Yes or no? Yes, it should be pre-provisioned. So guys, I have asked the last question, like the EC2 instance of 1A, the volume of 1A can be attached to EC2 instance of 1B? Definitely no. With this being said, let us continue with the topic. So let me give you a nice example. Okay, see here. I have two EC2 instances. This EC2 instance is in 1A. This EC2 instance in 1B. Okay. And definitely it should be having what volume, guys? Root volume and then additional volume. And this also has root volume and then additional volume. This is root, additional volume. Root and additional volume. Fantastic. Guys, can you tell me this root volume, what is the availability zone of the root volume? This volume? What is the 1A? 1A, excellent. This 2 because that is already attached to 1A and this is to 1B. Right? I usually take this example like, let's say what would be the name of the EC2 instance? People guys easily remember. Just give me 2 movie names. Give me 2 movie names. Bahubali, yeah? I'll say. Bahubali and one more. Robo. What? Okay. I use the same 2. Okay. So I use the same 2 movies for my previous class. Okay. So this is Bahu EC2 instance and this is Robo EC2 instance. Okay. One is Prabhas and second is Rajinikanth. Okay, so guys, let's say here I have my Bahubali movie and here I have Robo movie. Okay, Robo movie. So now I have a requirement, guys. Now I have a requirement that I need Bahubali movie to be placed over here, and then I need Robo movie to be moved to here. What should be done? Don't say me copy paste. I don't want copy paste. So I need to move the volumes from one availability zone to another availability zone. I don't want to do sharing, no sharing. Right? So guys, in general, what we do, what we got in our mind is first copy paste. That is not good. You can do it. But if you have 1 terabyte of data, can you do copy paste, Sairam? No. Right? So another thing is just detach and attach it. So detach and attach it. If you detach this Bahubali additional volume, 1A, can you attach it to Robo which is in 1B? No. Right? And then and Sumit is saying need to privilege to access volume. Yes, of course. Right? So now detaching, attaching also doesn't work. Right? Detaching and attaching will also not work. For this type of thing, guys, we have a concept called snapshot. What is that? Snapshot. What is that? Snapshot. I don't go deeper to the snapshot. I will leave this concept to our original. When we go and learn about EC2, we'll be talking about this snapshot. How to do and all, I will be talking in the EC2. And guys, remember, I named it as this is cross task. That meaning moving the one volume to another volume in different availability zones. Just keep in mind, guys, 1A volume can be moved to 1B EC2 instance by using snapshot. This is the one that you should remember. This is the one you should be remembering it. How and all, guys, I told you this is just a trailer, right? When we go to the EC2 concept, there we'll learn end to end. We will learn end to end. Okay. So remember, if you want to move the volume from one AZ to another different AZ, use snapshot. Use snapshot. Okay, guys, you understood till here? What, you have curiosity to know about this or what? Let's let's finish like the hints, and then let's we go. Yeah, okay. So guys, next, now let me take EC2 instances here. Okay, so I'll take let's say 3 EC2 instances. 1, 2, and 3. Guys, I have taken 3 EC2 instances. These EC2 instances, this is in 1A, this is in 1B, and this is in 1C. Okay, and definitely I have my volumes inside this. I have my root volume here. I have my root volumes. I have my root volume. I have my root volume. All right, so now these are all EC2 instances. By seeing the diagrams, guys, you should be able to identify the concepts. This is EC2. This is EC2. Fantastic. Okay, guys. Now, can you tell me, is it possible? Okay, now let's say this is my root volume, guys. This is my root volume. This is my root volumes. All these are all my root volumes. Okay, now tell me, I have added some data here called some ABC example. Can you tell me this ABC data is available here in this second volume? Everyone? No. If I put some data called DEF, can you tell me in this third volume, can I see ABC DF data? No. Volumes are individual, and then it is attached to only single EC2 instance. It is not shared. The volumes are shared. No, volumes cannot be shared. And remember, it is okay. It is not possible to attach single volume to multiple EC2 instances at the same time. We have learned this already. And now we are also learning that volumes cannot be shared across EC2 instances. Do you agree with this? Volumes cannot be shared across EC2 instances. Cannot be, no. But the thing is, guys, here now I need this ABC data whenever. But don't forget about that concept, Manoj. That is our Windows system administration concept. Right click and share the folder and you can access. Still, yes, of course you can access it, but that is manual work. And that is not the best practice here in cloud. So let's not do that. But for this, we have a new concept here. So let's say here we have ABC data. Whatever we put ABC data, I should be able to see it here. Whatever you put the data here, I should be able to see here. But we know that volumes cannot be shared across the EC2 instance and data cannot be shared across the EC2 instance by default. No. No, no, no. What if AWS is providing a fantastic feature called EFS? What's that, guys? EFS. EFS. EFS meaning Elastic File System. What is that? Elastic File System. Can you tell me what is that? Elastic File System. EFS meaning Elastic File System. The problem here was, guys, whatever the data, everyone want to share the data. Everyone want to share the data. So if anyone put some data here in some volume, that should be available into the next another volume. Doesn't matter which availability zone it is. Here, this is the thing here, right? So generally these volumes will be visible only for particular availability zone. We have learned that. But here it's not like that. Across availability zones, I need to share the data. That is possible through EFS, Elastic File System. Guys, those who are experienced, do you remember NFS, Network File System? Anyone? In our companies, they might have a storage, right? And they might have a storage, and then we'll be attaching that storage through the network to our computer, right? So whenever you put the data in that storage, it will be available for everyone. Yes or no? Experience, guys? Yes, right? So the same way here in AWS, but remember, guys, that is shared folder, but we can it is not like right click and share. That is not like that. For in on premises in our companies, there will be a server, NFS server, and guys, there are many companies will be hiring a separate specialist for these kind of things. You need to install, you need to set up, you need to configure, you need to secure, you need to take care of high availability, you need to take care of the backup if you have NFS there, right? And you have to take care of all type of related activities related to that storage in on-premises. But here in AWS, forget about all these manual things. Directly AWS is giving you a concept called EFS, Elastic File System, where it is completely managed by AWS. EFS, let me write it. EFS is completely managed by AWS. That meaning it is also kind of serverless. That meaning you just click on create EFS, boom, EFS is created. Create EFS, EFS is created. So you don't need to worry about the backups, you don't need to worry about the high availability, you don't need to worry about the auto scaling, you don't need to worry about nothing. Nothing. And you know what? You no need to worry about also the storage, that meaning size. No pre-provision is required. What is that? No pre-provision is required. EFS doesn't require any pre-provision. Guys, that meaning you no need to mention any size. What it does, it automatically increase and shrink based on the data you put. This is the fantastic feature of EFS. If you put the data, let's say you put 1 terabyte of data, it's just like I cannot call it as balloon also. Balloon will burst in some point of time, right? How much ever you put the data, right, it will expand. And how much ever data you remove it, automatically it will shrink. So you no need to you no need to pre-provision this EFS. Guys, but in volumes, do we need to pre-provision in volumes? In volumes, yes, we need to pre-provision. And it kinds of unlimited storage. It's kind of unlimited storage. Let me tell you this EFS how it works. See, guys, EFS is very simple, right? It is very simple. See here. Now we have created EFS. You have created EFS. What you have to do is, guys, you have to mount that EFS. You have to mount that EFS to the EC2 instances. You have to mount that EFS to the EC2 instance. Can you tell me where did you heard about the concept of mount in general? What is mount? In which? Yeah, in Linux. In Linux, we use this concept called mount. Hey, by the way, are you attending Linux classes? Right? Yeah. So please concentrate on the Linux classes. Also, that would be helpful for you. So guys, what you have to do is here, you need to mount the same EFS, guys. Guys, you no need to create multiple EFS. One EFS is more than sufficient for 10,000, mostly 10,000 EC2 instances. That kind of robust is this EFS. It's very robust and which is very reliable also. So one EFS is sufficient, and that same EFS you can mount it to the EC2 instances. Guys, what is the difference? This is your root, this is volume, and this is mount. Both are not same. Yes or no? In your laptop, your hard disk is different, and if you put the SD card, that is different. Yes or no? But it looks like same. It looks like same. In both things we put the data, but that one we will mount or unmount out. We'll mount and unmount based on our requirement. Okay, now you tell me, you put some data in C drive in your laptop. Will that be available in that SD card? No, no. If you put the data in that mounted SD card, then it will be there in that SD card. The same way, if you put the data here in root volume ABC, it will not be available to the other volumes, other EC2 instances. Where you should put the data? You should put the data inside this mount point. Inside this, you have mounted, na? That mount. You have to put it here. You have to put it here. Let's say now, guys, I put it here. His Cabe, right? So you put some data here, and then can you tell me this wordings will be? You will be see as you have mounted this here, right? You think you are writing here locally, but all the data is storing over here in EFS, right? So here also, if you put some data here, like ABC, not ABC, 1, 2, 3, this will be stored over here. So now, guys, can you tell me the third guy can see all this data, whatever in EFS? Yeah, he can see what is this Cabe, and he can see 1, 2, 3, whatever, right? How many number of EC2 instances you can mount? You can mount it. That is the power of EFS. That is the power of EFS. So if you want to share the volumes across, not the volumes, if you want to share the data across the EC2 instance, across the availability zones, then you have a concept called EFS. if you want to share the data across the EC2 instances and across different availability zones, use EFS. Yes, Krishna, through mounting. Through mounting. Can we partition EFS so that each EC2 instance have equal amount of space? I don't think so. Because that the backend hardware, hey Timchan. So the backend hardware is completely managed by AWS. We have just option to mount it, that's all, and put the data out there. But you can do the partitions of you can do the partition for volumes, Timchan. You can use this if you know this, you can use these RAID concepts for the volumes. Okay, guys, and how many mounts we can have? Where you can have multiple mounts. You can have multiple mounts, many mounts. And remember, the big bomb is this EFS is only for Linux EC2 instances. This EFS concept is only for Linux, not for Windows. All these are Linux machines. All these are Linux machines. Guys, these are all certification questions and interview questions. Can 1A see 1B and 1C? Yeah, now, yes, through EFS, Manoj, you can see. But remember, if you not for the volumes, if you put the data in these mount points, then only they can see. Okay. So guys, and I told you this EFS works with NFS v4 protocol. In which protocol? In which protocol does this use? This is Pakka certification question. EFS works with what protocol? NFS version 4 protocol. NFS meaning Network File System. Right? And Balaji. So guys, this EFS is for Linux, and AWS has came up with something called FSX. What is that? FSX is for Windows machine. FSX is for Windows machine. FSX is another service. Same concept. FSX is the guys. The experience, guys. Any restrictions on number of point? What is the use? You can. I don't know. So there would not be such kind of requirement because. See, one EFS you will be only having the one mount point, and then the same. See, there is no use of having two mount points with the same EFS in one machine. Na? What do you think? D drive is D drive for any persons, those who are logging to your laptop, right? But the thing is here, you can mount these to multiple EC2 instances at the same time. That can be a number of mounts. Sir, what was that concept? So in general, I call this as sugar patient. Snapshot, I'll take it in the EC2 concept. I just left that because we should not discuss entire concept in this tray teaser, right? This is just teaser. We will wait. Just hold on for EC2 concepts. Huh? There we'll discuss a lot about snapshots. Okay, so won't it cause data synchronization issue with EFS? Data synchronization issue? No. It will automatically synchronize. Whatever you put the EFS, and that if you go into that mount point, the same data will be available here in that mount point, Prashant. It will be synchronized. That is the main topic of this EFS, right? To sharing the data. Yes, it is a file system, Prashant. True. It is a file system. Yes. Okay. So guys, and you know what? Which one is object-based storage? Okay, you don't need to. I know that. I know that. I know you know that. Object-based is S3. Block-based storage is EBS, and EFS is file-based storage. What is that? File-based. Basically, we store the files over there. Hey guys, experience guys. Do you remember this file server concept? File server. We have a file servers, and then we access that file server using the slash and all, right? Not FTP. FTP is different. That is that is where you use the files to transfer from one server to other server team. But this is file server, meaning there will be a there will be a server, and they'll put all the data over there, and they will share the entire folder, and then they will give this slash and then server name to the people, so that they will access all the data from that shared folder. That is file server. So it is the same concept here. So this FSX is for Windows. So for mostly for the file server for Windows. File server. Okay, so and EFS, guys, can tell me, EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Yes, across multiple availability zones? Yes. So EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances at the same time across multiple availability zones. Mostly same. So at least here you can run. Who is that? Satya. In object-based storage, you cannot even execute the files, whereas here you can execute the files. Yeah. Guys, you understand this concept, EFS concept? This is actually the whole concept of EFS is this one only. We have went into the deeper concept already. But don't worry, we have a separate day for this EFS where I'll show whatever I have discussed here. I'll be showing it in the with the lab also. But the concept is, maybe I may go a little bit more deeper there. Guys, is this clear? EFS. CC. Okay, all right. So guys, we are going very interestingly, right? So, okay. So we have discussed about S3, scalable storage in AWS cloud, EBS, network attached storage, volumes for the virtual servers. This is isn't our language. This is not our language, right? So EFS. What is EFS? EFS is Elastic File System for Linux. Let me ask you random questions, guys. So EFS can be attached to EFS will use which protocol? EFS uses which protocol? NFS version 4 protocol. What is NFS? No need to type. Network file storage. Okay. So which one is file-based storage? EFS. And EFS is only for Linux, Windows, or both? Hey, Munna. Right? Only for Linux, right? And then for Windows? For Windows, it is FSX, right? So can I attach this EFS to multiple EC2 instances across availability zones? Yes, EFS is completely managed by AWS, or do we need to do anything on the back end? Completely managed by AWS. Do I need to worry about the pre-provisioning of EFS? Good. Good. Okay, so that is on EFS, and the next topic here would be touching topic. Okay, next is we talk about glacier. What is that? What is in general glacier meaning? Ice, huh? Ice. Glacier. Okay, but here is not ice. Huh. So glacier is basically, let's say, guys, let's say you have lots of data. You have lots of data. Let's say, okay, let me give the same. Sir, I like the way you pronounce availability zone. Really? That's cool. Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. Okay, good. So, glacier, let me give an example which you usually get connected. I'll take Manoj only here. That's the latest guy who ping messaged here. Manoj, you finished this, let's BTech. And then you have lots of photos with you, right? First year photos, second year photos, third year photos, fourth year photos, fifth year no fifth year, huh? Only fourth year. Okay, only fifth. Okay, so hope, right? So fourth year photo, right? So the thing is here, okay, now he has so many photos, right? And now he will be storing all the data, let's say in the volumes. But for the volumes, that meaning he need to be accessed every day. But there should be some way where he need to, what we do, guys, in general, in our laptops, we'll keep the photos. And if you are getting old, if the photos are getting old, what we do in general, if we are not using those photos, what we do it? We don't frequently access it. You will delete the memories, GT. We back up it, or what we do, we archive it, we back up it, and we'll put it in somewhere, right? So we back up it, or we archive. Backup is nothing but what? Archiving, right? So guys, here also in AWS, if you put the data in volumes, if you are not using it, obviously do you need to pay for that or not? If you use or don't use, if you putting the data in volumes, you need to pay for it or not? We need to pay for that. Okay, then you will be putting that in S3. In S3 also you need to pay for that, right? Yes. The thing is here, guys, if you put the data in S3, that is frequently accessed. If you put the data in volume, that is also frequently accessed. But now your requirement is that you are not accessing it frequently. You want to back it up, or you want to archive it. You don't want to access it frequently. Then why do you keep the data in volumes in S3 if you're not frequently accessing it? For that purpose, AWS has launched a service called Glacier. So Glacier is for our archiving purpose. Glacier is used for archiving purpose. So guys, simply, where do you archive it? Glacier. Bas, khatam ba. Where do you archive it? Glacier. Simple as that. And it is cheaper than your S3 also, right? Cheaper than S3, right? Guys, if you are not using the data frequently, and if you are storing the data in S3, you are paying to AWS unnecessarily, na? So if you are not using it frequently, Let him move it to glacier. Remember, if you move to the glacier, that meaning you are digging the earth and then you're putting the data and you're closing it. You're not going back unless it is very necessary. That is called archiving. It's an archiving meaning not zip file and putting it there, right? Glacier meaning hote khabar bano, like sorry, that meaning in Hyderabadi style, right? So the thing is here, you just dig it and then put the data and then fadak, don't go back. That is high level of archiving. That is glacier here. And and the thing is, if you're going back and then getting the data from glacier again and again, AWS will hit you badly with the bill, right? So glacier is for archiving purpose. Of course, you can get the data back, but the only thing you need to pay again to retrieve the data, not even for storing it, to retrieving the data also you need to pay here. To accessing the data also you need to pay here in the glacier. So for now, you just think that glacier is used only for archiving purpose. That's all you need to remember. Okay, we'll go to the glacier later and then we'll talk more about it. You understood what is glacier? Glacier is for archiving purpose. Okay, now let's say, guys, who is the latest guy here? Munna has a very, very, very big data center. File-based. Saurav, Glacier is file-based storage. Sorry, object-based storage. Extremely sorry. Object-based storage, where you can just put the objects there. You cannot run anything there. Right? It is objects. Okay. So, guys, now, who is that guy? I forgot his name. Munna. Right? So Munna has a huge data center, right? Okay, let's take Netflix, yeah. Netflix, you know Netflix, right? YouTube. So just imagine YouTube, how much data they might be having it in their own data center. Can you imagine? Huge, man. Huge meaning huge. Huge meaning huge. So much we cannot even calculate, right? So now let's say all of a sudden YouTube want to move all his data to AWS. YouTube want to move his all data to the AWS. Is it easy task? Damn, no way, right? So I know some crores of terabytes or what, I don't know how much it would be. But the Netflix also had this same kind of situation where, guys, who is handling Netflix in the back end? AWS only. Previously, they had his on-premises, right? They want to move all their data to AWS. Guys, can we move that to using our internet, copy paste to S3, upload to S3? Arey bhai, downloading on, I can understand bachelors, downloading some file of 2 GB on the weekends itself is difficult for you with your internet, right? I can understand, right? So, and if you have such thousands of millions of terabytes, how can you do using this, using our super speed internet, right? Not possible at all. So there should be a way where they need to transport the huge data from your on-premises to AWS physically. What? Physically. Through network, we are done. We are sure that it cannot be possible. So that meaning you need to send the data physically. That is next concept. Snowball. What's that? Snowball. So don't think snowball meaning it's really a snowball that you play in the snow, right? It's not a snowball. So snowball meaning it's like a big server. It look like a briefcase, right? It's a big server where AWS, you need to order it. AWS will send this snowball, it will courier to you. They will courier to you, and you take this snowball, you connect to your, guys, this snowball comes with 100 terabytes, right? This snowball contains 100 terabytes. So you can get these snowballs and then start directly connecting to your data center directly to this snowball and then ship it back to the AWS, and AWS will put that in their data centers, and the data will be available to you within few days, couple of days. Whereas if you transfer 100 terabytes, it will take 1 year through network. But this job is done within couple of days now. That is the power of snowball. So guys, snowball is used to transfer huge data from on-prem to AWS and vice versa. That means you can get the data from AWS to on-premises also if required. Now it is good. It is a physical device? Yes, Munna, it is a physical device. Right? We have a separate class on snowball. We have different types of snowballs there. We'll talk about that. But you understand what is snowball now. That's all. Is this clear? Cool. And in this storage services itself, we have discussed about a lot like, EFS, S3, snowball, glacier. You should remember all this, what we have discussed, right? And there is another storage called storage gateway. What is that? Storage gateway. There's another service called storage gateway. Right? Storage geteway. Storage gateway, guys, I don't go deeper to this because this is a little bit of confusing. Just remember that storage gateway is for what purpose, and we have a separate class on storage gateway. So storage gateway, let's say this is your on-premises and this is AWS. Okay. On-premises. And if you want to synchronize the data from on-premises to AWS directly to S3 or EBS or Glacier, if you want to synchronize the data to S3 or to EBS or to Glacier, from your on-premises, then you should use this concept called storage gateway. This is your on-prem. And this is AWS. Guys, so if you want to synchronize the data from on-prem to AWS, then use storage gateway. This is how you remember it. So guys, so let's say here in on-premises you have some data, and you have some data, or you have a storage called let's say 1 terabyte, and you want to take the backup of again 1 terabyte, and you don't have provision here on-premises to get a new storage. For that, what you do is this backup can be automatically synchronized to S3 or EBS or Glacier. Based on your requirement, you can synchronize the data directly to S3, EBS, Glacier from your on-premises, but not using your console or not using your whatever. No. Directly you can synchronize to this S3, to EBS and Glacier. That is storage gateway. So if just remember, if I ask you what is storage gateway, just tell me synchronizing the data from on-premises to AWS. That's all. That is called storage gateway, and we will be learning a lot deeper when we go to the storage gateway concept later. Guys, these are all the storage services that we'll be talking about. Is this clear? Any questions? Is it clear? Everyone? Day by day, number of students are getting increased, yeah? Good. Excellent. Sharma, there is no full form for FSX. Just say FSX, but okay. Perfect. So we have talked about this S3, EBS, EFS, Glacier, Snowball, and Storage Gateway. Guys, are you getting confidence now on AWS? You know what? How many services do you know now? So many, right? So without even jumping into like actual AWS, you have learning most of the services now. At least you know you are not new to S3 now. You know S3 is used for storing the data, objects. You know what is EBS? Oh, that's a volumes, man. Hard disk, like hard disk. EFS. Oh, if you want to share the data from across the EC2 instance, we need to have EFS. Right? Right? So what is this? This doc. What? I don't know. I didn't understand. Right? So, and you know what is Glacier, you know what is Snowball, and you know what is storage gateway, whatnot, everything. Right? Is this clear, right? So yeah, you have already confirmed that it is clear. And the next services that we're gonna talk about is database services. Sir, can we get PDF file for this service? Definitely, Manoj. I'll be sharing whatever you're seeing it here. Whatever you are seeing it here, I'll be sharing my same direct material to you, no problem. But don't use anywhere. Will you share any new document? Not now. I know when to share. So let us finish this, and then definitely I'll be sharing it. Because there might be many people that, if I share the documents, they will go here, there, they'll dig their key, so they'll do so many, and they'll get confused finally, right? So don't. I know. Both are same. Object and file. If you're talking in S3, Raghu, object and file both. Object is nothing but file only. Okay, guys, see here. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think we can do this. What do you say? Should I continue or should I take it tomorrow? Okay. All right. So tomorrow I would be finishing this the list of services. We have just spoke about storage services, and tomorrow we'll talk about database networking. These are all small services. If I give the option, you'll say always tomorrow. Huh? Okay, no problem. Let us not hurry, right? So if I take 2 days also, no problem. And from Monday, we'll jump into one of the service deeper, right? Great. So guys, I am listening. I am respecting your decisions now, and you should respect my decision also. Tapas bhai, I know when is the practical to show you, right? So practicals, just hold on, okay? So practicals will be starting from next week, definitely. But these are all the things that you should know first. Without theory, you cannot do any practical, without logic, right? That's the main thing why I am inserting your brains with the logics and theory first, and then we'll go to the lab. Definitely, we have so many labs. You will be feeding up with the labs, right? So those many tasks I will be giving you, right? So Manoj, one private question. Okay, I'm reading it is private. When did you get up and sleep? Okay. So Manoj, that is when the, it depends. Like, I sleep, usually I go to sleep late and I have to wake up early. So many things. Yeah. AWS associated exam pattern changed in March. Are we covering this latest only, right? Yes, we are doing that. I know that. And I have also written that latest certification also, latestly, just to let you know. Any other questions? Okay, so technically or non-technical also, that's fine with me, because we have, let's don't waste our time. We have few minutes still. If you want to ask any personal, not personal. Sir, are you married? What is your age? Where do you stay? Right? Not this. Right? So you're normal. If you want to ask something else also, I can help you with. What is that Aladdin ka chirag icon on your task? Okay. Arey yaar. Okay. That is one of the web application I used to have a console for that. Apache related. Okay. EBS get crashed. Is there any alternate? EBS meaning block storage, right? There is no chance of getting crashed because that is backend managed by AWS. But still, if you have this kind of feeling that EBS will be crash or my hard disk will be crash and all, we can take the backup. That we'll see that that is nothing but snapshots only, but we'll see that in EC2. How many questions are there? I think it would be mostly 60 questions in certifications, I think, and some 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and pass percentage is 70%. It's objective only. Yes, 70%. So you need to concentrate more. Yes, Shiva bhai, we have not discussed about the snapshot. We will be seeing that in EC2 section. EC2, I just gave you a trailer. That's all. We have a big 10-day, almost it will go for 1 week or 8 days topic EC2. Yeah, there we'll discuss more. Rohit, please share certification-based questions in PDF. Not possible. Rohit, how can I share? I'm writing all the questions on the notepad. Please have a note in your notepad or, in Paint, in notepad, and then write down somewhere. And don't worry, in the end of the course, I will be giving you the questions, certification questions also. Practice papers, I mean. Nagaraju, guys, everyone in the class, whatever I'm daily talking and shootout round is interview questions. I'm not sharing separately any PDFs for the interview questions. Every day, what we are discussing, see, all these are all interview questions. I'm telling again and again. So I don't have any. If you can make a document, that would be good, right? So because these are all spontaneous, I don't. Whatever is coming my mind, I'll be writing it here. I don't have any. Right. So please take a photo. Can't we synchronize the data to EFS from? No, from the storage gateway at the moment, we have only 3 services available, Satya, S3, EBS and Glacier. So guys, I'm telling you again and again, please, these are all the certification questions, interview questions, the shootout rounds and all, right? Those who have time and those who are very active, what you can do is basically, whatever I'm writing, you can put it in notepad or in document, you can share it to me. That would be helpful for the other students also. Those who have time, it's not mandatory. Yeah. Because I used to get these kind of things. If you gave me this notepad, that would be very helpful. I'll just forward to people. And any other, okay, I'm dropping for, yes, sir, I'm sure you can. Any other questions? Please share day-to-day activities of solution architect having to. Just forget about that, Manoj. Don't just follow my class, follow my instructions. My class is enough for more than 6 years of experience. So 2 to 3 is jujube for me. So just follow the class and just just follow, and then just do what I said, like practicals and all. 2-3 years, if you answer all these questions, he'll just he'll open his mouth. So don't worry. 2 to 3 is nothing. Okay, so first learn to crawl, then we'll run. That is fantastic wording. Yes, Subhadatta. Right. Okay, so guys, I don't want to waste much of your time. So time is precious, as Sweetie says all the time, right? So let's go. That is all, guys, for today, and then I'll see you tomorrow with the next concept. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.